Hello, hello to those watching. We're gonna do back and biceps today. We're gonna start with bent over rows. Keep it light. Aim for 75 on the barbell rows. Shooting for 10. Heavy. That's all right. All right. I think we can do 75. 4 sets. Let's do our second set. cheat day at work today. Now you have to log back into work. So we gotta get through this, walk the dog, shower up, prep our food for tomorrow. And do it all over again. Gonna make this quick. All right, third set.
You want me to prep your lunch for tomorrow with kimchi? Or are you gonna make veggies?
I'm gonna make veggies and then I'll add kimchi to it. Be right back. Gotta run to the bathroom. Oh, let's wrap up this last set. Of barbell rows. Did we lose anybody? No, we didn't lose anybody. Alright, last set. done. Weights away. What do we got? Got an ad break. Putting this closer, I'm going to do some dumbbell rows next. Hey, Ozone. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming by. I missed most of Quaylen's stream earlier today. It was a busy day at work. Appreciate you coming by. We should be out of our ad break. Yeah, it was crazy for me today. I popped in, said hi, and then went right back on work, and don't know what happened. I also got a late start to the day. Okay, good. I got a late start to the day. I had a migraine this morning. Didn't start work until like 8:30. So, but we should be good for tomorrow. We're just doing some back and biceps here. Trying to work off the stress of the day. Gonna get into dumbbell rows. I did 40 last time. Oh, 12? I don't know. We gotta do 40 for 12. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad. We should be good. We should be good with those. Oh no. I cut. What's going on? Well, good luck on the job search. Is there a particular career field you're looking to get into? we're about to reorganize at my job. Internal communications. Oh, I don't know. You shouldn't have too hard finding one. It was a long, stressful day today, but we're out here. That's right, I remember you saying in Quinn's stream that Verizon laid off that many of you guys, and you worked for them for like 20 years, didn't you? That sucks, man. That sucks. Oof. Time to retire, my dude. Retire and travel. What are you doing for your workout? Yeah, right? My husband, he's retired military, and he said he wanted to retire. So, what are you gonna do? Wait till you're 70 to retire? Gotta live your life, man. Alright. Next set. Next set. Hang tight. Let's knock out 12 of these. You hit a PR on this, apparently, according to my app. Hit a volume PR. 2, 3, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right side is a bit weaker than the left though. That was a struggle bus. I think we did chest Monday? We skipped yesterday. Shouldn't have, but we did. It was a busy day. We're trying to grow our biceps and our calves this coming year. So, yeah, exactly. I take my measurements weekly, and our biceps have been sitting at a tiny little 13 inches all year. All year. But to be fair, I haven't been very consistent with my workouts. So, we're gonna fix that this year. We are prepping the end of 2025 to start 2026 off on the right foot. So, got a new program built. I use ChatGPT for my programming because I don't want to think about it. I just plug in what equipment I have into ChatGPT, tell it what kind of workout I'm looking for, how many days a week, where to put the focus, and it spits out a workout plan for me. So that's what we're doing now. We're doing a brand new split. So, supposed to be doing cardio twice a week. Gotta sweat out the germs. I think that's old school bro science. Bro science says to sweat out the germs. I got sick couple weeks ago. And I think I still lifted. It wasn't a great lift. Very weak. Had to lower everything. But we still did it. I guess that's the pleasure of having a home gym. You don't have to get everybody else sick. Well, looks like we can go up and wait here next week. Oh, still heavy, but we hit all our reps and all of our sets. We're gonna set PR on those. It's been a while since we've done them. Yeah, when I get a cold, I eat like trash. My diet goes right out the window. All right. Lat pull down's next, but it's on a Bowflex. So while our weight says it's 155, it's really 155 of resistance. It's not really 155 pounds. So let's move the camera. Let's come over here. Get the Bowflex in view. Then we'll prep it. Oh, I gotta lock in the bar. I really would like a cable machine, but my porch is too short for all the standard cable towers. You need 7 feet of clearance, so I think my porch is barely 6 feet. So the Bowflex it is. So we'll just rep this out after we get it set up. I think we did 20 or 25 reps last time. Tighten the resistance. Later, Ozone. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. All right, let's get into these lat pull downs. Only 3 sets. See how it feels to rip it out. Just focus on the squeeze and getting the pump. Good. Feeling juicy. $155 for 20. Like a Siri bot banning those bots. Good job, Siri bot. We get one at least a stream. So this is our last back exercise. Then we got 3 sets of biceps. And that'll be it tonight. Tomorrow should be a cardio day. I've been determined to stream from my gym, at least on cardio. I don't know how well it's gonna go. The Wi-Fi and network connection is pretty trash. I guess silver lining is nobody's filming themselves lifting. So you don't have to worry about tripods and people filming you while you're in there. So we'll see how it goes. If not, if we can't make it work, if it won't connect, we won't stream tomorrow. Just gonna be a cardio and sauna day. And we'll be back Friday, as long as I don't have to log into work to do anything. I gotta log back on tonight. So we gotta walk the dog, meal prep a little bit, and then get back on work. Make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. All right, I'm chit-chatting. Let's get this next set done. I'm gonna hit 20 reps again. Just enough to get a pump. I think our best set is 25 reps, but we went heavier on bent over rows and dumbbell rows. So, and we're in a cut. So we're a little bit fatigued. All right, we got one more set, lat pull downs. Then we'll head into biceps. We got easy bar curls, incline curls, and hammer curls. So we should be able to gas out our biceps tonight. And I think Friday might be an arm day. We're hitting them twice a week. Alright, I'm gonna change the camera angle, make some room for bicep curls. And then we got incline curls coming. Acro! How's it going, guys? Thanks for popping in. I've been trying to catch y'all's streams when you guys go live with Ben. I usually catch you on YouTube. Appreciate the follow. We're just getting into streaming. We just started last month. Trying to keep me motivated during these workouts. Imagine it being 70 degrees and humid right now. That's what it was chilly last night at 69. I had a sweatshirt on. It was a good night to light a fire last night, but we got busy with other things. And now it's hot today. Florida weather has been, ooh, I don't envy you guys. Yeah, my mom said it was -6 up in New Hampshire, which is not far from you guys. So, I saw snow on the ground. I live in Satan's asshole. We live too far south for any of that weather. And it was incredibly hot this summer, so I'm not anticipating too many cold spells to come down here in Florida. So, yep, we are outside until I get a house where I can build a gym in my garage. So you can live vicariously through us Floridians down here. We'll send some sunshine your way. Looks like my husband's popping in on YouTube. It sure was. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Stop streaming from my phone and get a decent stream set up so I can get YouTube chats to transfer over. My Streamlabs app is not cooperating very well. But like I tell everybody who comes in, I'm not a content creator. I'm just somebody who works out. I don't have all the fancy equipment. We are a cell phone on a tripod in an outside gym in the pitch dark. That's what we got going on. But it's something. It's something. Setting up some new goals for 2026. In a cut right now. We lost 10 pounds in September. Trying to push it as far as we can. Oh, ad break. Quick ad break. Let's do a set. Nice. Yeah, I gotta post progress pics too. I've been trying to take them on Sundays. Not a whole lot of changes. Cut is slow going. I think we stalled. We were losing almost 1.5 pounds a week. And then we stalled a little bit, but it was Thanksgiving, and I ate all the carbohydrates that were in the house during Thanksgiving. So there's that. But we're sitting at 133, and the goal is to hit 130 by New Year's. So we're going a little strict. We're yeah, it should be easy. It's only 3 pounds. Tighten out the diet a little bit. Gonna add cardio in. Not doing any cardio like the rest of us in the Discord, right? Cardio sucks. But my plan is to add it in twice a week. Tomorrow's a cardio day. Puppy plays soccer. So a quick 30 minutes at the gym. Quick 30 minutes at the gym, if time allows. We'll hit the sauna for 20 minutes because they finally fixed our sauna after 2 years. So we'll get the sauna in. And then I'm getting an office, finally, getting out of the cubicle. So I gotta move my treadmill and everything over to that tomorrow. Then we'll be able to get our steps in peace without people staring at me in the office, all the fatties. Judge me on my treadmill. Joke's on them though, because I don't sit for 8 hours a day. So there's that. 10 months. Took them 10 months to get me an office as a supervisor. But that's when no complaining gets you. I didn't complain. I took my cubicle. I did my job. Nobody sits in front of me or behind me, so it was fairly quiet. And then my boss got me an office because somebody got fired. Imagine that from the federal government. Appreciate it, man. They're shuffling everybody around, trying to bring more people in the office. Yeah, she got fired. She got fired. It was very quick too. It was like overnight. I don't know what she did, but she had to do something bad in the federal government to just get yanked like that. But it is what it is. Now I get the office, so that works. So we're gonna move in tomorrow. I think at 10 they're bringing me my key. So we're moving to the office tomorrow. We got a lot of busy nonsense going on at work. But it'll be nice to have some privacy. I don't feel comfortable speaking about other people's pay in an open setting with people that don't work for me, so. So yeah, we got a new program. I was doing a 6-day split when I started posting progress in the Discord, and wasn't quite working out. My work schedule was getting crazy. I wasn't really hitting it dedicatedly for 6 days. More like 4 or 5. So that's good. We backed off. Brought it down to 5. Got the 2 cardio days. We're gonna hit 2026 already in full swing. Because I jacked off way too much this year. This was supposed to be my year. And didn't happen. So we're gonna get a routine in place early. So that when January rolls around, we're full blown into it. Ooh, 15 for 12. Yeah, right? I had such good intentions going into 2025. I had all the goals listed, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to do. And then, but like, when I returned to office in February, it all, my hours were later. I was getting home at 5. I normally get out at 6:30. So that was literally giving me like an hour between getting home and getting into the workout. I was tired from an hour-long commute. Buddy, it's okay. Traffic was causing my commute to be an hour. So January and February were good, and then I returned to office. And it was doo-doo for the last 10 months. But we changed our hours. Work is more tolerable. Well, we're only getting 10 there. We were a little ambitious on the 12. Gotta work on that one. Well, yeah, when they talked about riffing us, we were all in jeopardy of losing our jobs. Then they offered what was called the deferred resignation program, so they let people quit voluntarily and paid them to do so for like 8 months. So instead of a severance package, you just stayed on the books until September. So they put that out in March. People were allowed to sign up for it, and they got paid all the way through to September, and they could go look for a job in the private sector. Well, enough people took it, and then enough people also complained about riffing all the federal workers, and they rolled that back recently. So they said, enough people quit, we don't need to fire you guys. So, lucky for me, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just gonna ride it out because my severance would have been decent had they fired me. So, I stuck around. No more riff. We are gonna reorg under different leadership. But they assured us we weren't gonna lose our jobs in the process. So, well, I won't lose my job. I might just look different. Might not be doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now, but that's fine with me. I'm knowledgeable in the HR department to kind of fit in anywhere, and it's not hard. Federal HR is pretty easy. So, yeah, we're good. We're in a good spot. Just gonna kick back, ride it out, finish that PhD that I've been working on, and then call it a day. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these are tough. Here, I think 15 was ambitious for these. You will call me Dr. G here. Probably not for another year or 2, but yes, at some point I will be Dr. G. I am in the dissertation phase, so I've done all my classes. I'm working on chapters 1 and 3. So chapter 1 is the background of your study, the purpose of it, your limitations, all the history of what it is that you're actually going to do. Chapter 3 is the methods and how you're going to collect it all. And then, do I have diabetes? YouTube wants to know if I have diabetes. No, I do not have diabetes. I don't eat sugar and carbs. My fasting glucose is 70. My parents have it. I do not. But yeah, my dissertation, where I think by the end of 2026, I'll be on the data collection. And we'll actually be running our study. We'll send out the surveys. We'll craft our surveys, send it out to the population that I'm sending it out to, and then the fun begins where I get to play around with SPSS and do all sorts of graphs and data analysis, which I'm really good at. So I'm looking forward to that. It's just writing the boring stuff and getting it out of the way. So I'm guessing in 2 years is how long I plan on taking. I gotta finish chapter 1, hopefully this weekend. Got some feedback on it. Gotta expand in all my areas. And then submit that to my committee for review. And she wants me to have both chapters completed this semester, which just started in November on the 24th. So we get 12 weeks to finish 2 chapters. 6. Oh, we only got 7. Okay. We'll work on those. We're gonna work our way up to 12 reps on that. We are growing our biceps this year. All we got left is hammer curls. Let me put the bench back. No, YouTube, we do not have diabetes. We can talk about diabetes if you want. And diet and stuff. I know I'm not a certified nutritionist, but I do have fantastic labs. No diabetes. I do talk about that. It's an excellent question. My stopping point is when I get to failure in the rep. So we can't bear down and strain. That's what caused my 2 dissections in the past, lifting crazy heavy weight and straining. So, like with those incline curls, if I get to here and any further would force me to strain to get through the rep, we stop and we call it a day. So on that one, I only got 7 reps. We don't 1 rep PR. I use the heavy app like everybody else in the Discord, so it tells me what my 1 rep max would be, which is nice because it's still kind of nice to track. But when the muscle hits the fatigue point and I end up having to hold my breath to get through the rep, then we call it quits. But same progression through the sets and reps. Like I just did single arm rows and I did 40 pounds for 12 reps and it was actually pretty easy. I haven't done dumbbell rows in quite some time. So I did all 3 sets, all 12 reps. So when I complete all my sets and all my reps, then I go up. I don't know if you've ever seen these. I saw them on Instagram, and they're pretty cool. They're 2.5 pound plates that go on the dumbbell. So I go up by 2.5 pounds. Let me see. It's been going. It's been going. The heavy app has me hitting a couple PRs. I just hit the one today on the dumbbell rows. I hit a volume PR. So that was the first time in, I think, the history of tracking my apps, I did a set at 40 for 12. So my dumbbells only go to 40. So that's probably gonna be my stopping point on dumbbells. So when that happens, I increase the reps. So I just if I did 3 sets of 12 and I'm at 42.5 pounds and it's pretty easy, then I'll just go to 15 reps and then 20 reps. And then if I ever get to the point where I'm doing 42 pounds for like 20 reps, maybe I'll buy a set of fixed 50s, and then, because I'll probably be able to hit 10 at 50, but it's a very slow progression to those weights. We're not consistent enough, or we haven't been consistent enough this year to really see a whole lot of progress, but I did get back into deadlifting, and my goal for 2025 was to deadlift 135 for 1 rep. I did 1 rep max that. I know I said I don't, but I wanted to hit 135 because that's my body weight, and I hit it for 3 reps. So I crushed that goal in October. Haven't deadlifted since because my back is, you know, the backstory. My back is in a flare up from God knows what reason. I don't know. When I bend over, it hurts like hell, and I have to like squat and do all these maneuverings to bend over right now. So I put deadlifts on the shelf for right now. We don't bench press anymore. I was barbell benching when I tore my other carotid. I was benching 150, and I don't have the equipment to barbell bench. So out of the 3 compound lifts, I only deadlift. We don't free squat because I don't have a squat rack. So I do all dumbbells for legs. So my leg progression is super slow. All of us are broke back bitches. I truly don't know what happened. It's just one day I went to bend over, and it might be my SI joint. Usually it's my muscle that goes into spasm, and then I get massages like twice a month, but this one feels like it's right in the joint. So we skipped RDLs this week because we picked up the weight and had to put it right back down, and we're not deadlifting right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. But I am making sure, because I was skipping them for quite some time, like you've been doing, my weighted back extensions. I had been skipping them just because of time in my workouts, and I put them on the back burner, and I really shouldn't have, and I think that's probably contributing to my back pain, that I haven't really been training my lower back. And I have the hyperextension machine here in the corner, so I'm making sure not to skip those. Yeah, see, if I had been consistent in those hyperextensions, I probably wouldn't be in the pain I'm in right now. But they're at the end of my workout. There's like a finisher set, and you know, 7:30, 8 o'clock comes, I still have to meal prep, still have to walk my dog, and I'm like, I don't got time to do it. I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. And then 3 months later, and I'm not doing them, and here we are. So I made sure I added them to my leg days, because it seems to hit my hamstrings pretty good too. So that's another goal for 2026, is I should do calves first. I skipped calves earlier this week, again, for time. And the 2 muscle groups that I want to grow are my biceps and my calves, because I've been taking measurements for the last year, and they've stayed the same. So when we're talking about progress, I have seen no growth in my biceps and calves. And I know a lot of genetics goes into play, but come on. Not even a ½ inch of growth. And it mostly is due to my inconsistency. So we're going to fix that this year. We're going to at least shoot for 14s in both. We're sitting at about 13 for each of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna hit calves and biceps twice a week. No, yours can't be 15. You can't be only 2 inches bigger than mine. I have tiny ass biceps, and they're stuck. So we're gonna hit, I think the way my plan is set up is we do still 15. That's not much bigger than my calves. That can't be accurate. No, I doubt that. I'm sure your measurement says otherwise, but still, it's hard to It's hard to believe that they're only 2 inches smaller. So we do calves twice a week on both leg days. I don't really have the equipment to do in-depth calves, so what we're gonna do is standing dumbbell calf raises and then just high rep all 3 angles for body weight calf raises. And we do that twice a week, and then we have biceps on the back day, and then we have an arm day Friday or Saturday that hits biceps again. So we're gonna target the arms twice a week and run this until I get bored, essentially, and see how it goes from there. I think so. I think it's solid. I just gotta stick to it. Almost didn't work out today because of the way work went. I almost opted to drink, but we chose not to. Yeah, consistency. Just routine for me doesn't bore me, so I don't know why I get bored with my workout. If I can just slide into that routine, we should be able to ride it for the majority of the year. I thrive on routine, so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We might be able to increase these next time. That was like easy clap for 3 sets of 10. That's what I'm thinking. Putting the camera in front of me, having people come in and chat, keeps me from doom scrolling, and helps me get the workout in. Which, speaking of, we are done for today. So on that note, I have to go walk my dog. So we will end the stream here. Thank you, Acro, for following, and feel free to join. If you stream tomorrow on Thursday, I'll be sure to pop in on either YouTube or Twitch, whichever my network connection wants to load better for me. Pleasure chatting, as always. Glad to see you back on Twitch. Glad you didn't let the drama of before stop you. And say hi to Nancy for me. Say hi to Ben. Have a good night. And we'll chat soon. Thanks for everyone for watching. We'll see you guys. I will try to stream cardio tomorrow from the gym if the network connection holds. If not, we'll be back on Friday. Have a good night, everyone.